What's up guys, Cheetah here, and today I'm bringing you an achievement walkthrough for Distraint 2, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get every achievement in the game in a little over 1 hour. So this game is published by Ratalaika Games and developed by Makkonen, and they were nice enough to send me a review code so I can make this video for you guys. So this game is going to be releasing on July 10th for a price of $8.99 USD, and it's going to be available on Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. And I'll have links in the description if you guys want to check the game out. Alright, so currently I'm playing on Xbox One, and as you can see, I'm on a fresh new account with all of the achievements locked. So I'm going to run you through this game and get you guys all of the achievements. There are a few missables, so I would definitely recommend using a guide, or you can play through the game by yourself first to enjoy it, and then use this guide on your second playthrough to get the missables. Sadly though, the game doesn't have chapter select, so you'll have to start all over if you miss anything. So Distraint 2 is the second game in the series, and it's a side-scrolling action-adventure horror, and we play as Price, and the game follows on from the events from the first game. I actually didn't play the first game, but I'll probably go back to it since I enjoyed this one so much. The game is actually really fun. I finished it 3 times so I could perfect this walkthrough for you guys. So I'm going to be skipping all of the dialogue so we can finish the game as fast as possible. But before we get started, if this video was helpful, please leave a like and consider subscribing, as I have a very small channel. Right now, at the time of this recording, I have less than 100 subs, so I'd appreciate it a lot if you guys could subscribe. I'm going to keep making guides just like this, so stay tuned for that. Alright, I'll pick back up with the commentary in just a second. Alright, so once we gain control of our character, we can move around using the left stick, and you can sprint using X. So our objective is to sprint to the right side of the screen into this darkness, just like that. And then we can go back to the left side of the screen, and you can skip the dialogue using A. So now we have to head to the left side of the screen into the darkness here, and then that's going to trigger the old guy, just like that. And then we need to head over to the right side of the screen and talk to this guy. Alright, so after talking to Reason, the old man, we can head to the right, and we want to interact with this elevator here, and then from there continue to the right and interact with these 3 doors. So interact with the first door, and then the second door, and then continue to the right and interact with the third door, and that's going to spawn some clones of ourselves. Don't worry, they can't kill you, and basically all we have to do is wait a few seconds for these guys to disappear, and then a door is going to open, and then we can head through the door. So just wait for this little, I guess, cutscene to play out, and then we can head through the door. You don't even have to move. You can just stand still right here, and then head through the door once it opens. Alright, now that the door's open, we can go ahead and head through, skip the dialogue, and then from here, we're going to head off to the right and continue down the hallway, and then here we can save. This game doesn't actually have autosave, so if your game crashes like mine does, you'll have to start over from your last save, so it's best to save when you can, so go ahead and save, and then enter the door to the left side of the save. And then from there, we're going to continue along to the right and enter the next door right there. And then from there, we're going to interact with the washing machine, and then it's going to say we're missing a dial. And then from there, we're going to continue to the left and interact with the shower, and that's going to give us an achievement and a broken pipe. And then from there, we can, the game's going to give us a little tutorial on how to like manage your inventory. So here, it wants us to interact with the washing machine using the broken pipe. You can select your inventory items using the D-pad, so like up and down to scroll through the items. basically, that was just like a tutorial on how to use your items. And then from there, we can head outside of the room and head down the hallway to the left. And then we're going to use the rusty pipe on the fireplace. And then that's going to give us the washer dial. So from there, we can go ahead and pick the item up. Again, you have to scroll through your inventory and make sure there's no item in your hand so you can examine it to pick it up. If the rusty pipe was in your hand, the game wouldn't allow you to pick it up. So make sure you cycle through your inventory items using the D-pad. And then from there, we can head back into the bathroom. And we're going to use the washer dial on the washing machine. So press down or up on the D-pad to cycle through your inventory. And go ahead and place the washer dial. And then from there, we're going to turn the dial counterclockwise until we have a 1. And then from there, we're going to turn it clockwise to the right until we have 3. And then from there, we're going to go back counterclockwise to the left until we have 4. It's actually a really easy puzzle. So that's that. And then we can head back out of this room. But first, we have to hide from the monster in the little closet here. So go ahead and hide. Alright, and after the monster leaves the room, then we can go ahead and exit the closet. So to exit the closet, you just move your stick around like as if you were walking. And then from there, we can skip the dialogue and interact with the washer to get the ice cube. And then we need to exit the room and take the ice cube to the fireplace. So exit the room and then head to the left. And then put the ice cube inside of the fireplace. And then from there, we can use the rusty pipe to get the item out of the fireplace. Then from there, we can pick the item up and head into the room with the green fireball looking symbol on the door. So head in here. And then from there, we can head to the left and try to enter this room. And it's going to say the room is locked. And then we can use the key that we just picked up to unlock the door. So unlock the door and head inside. And then from there, we're going to head to the right. And I believe we're going to just activate a cutscene there by walking to the right side of the screen. And then you can go up and talk to this guy. And then just skip all of the dialogue. Alright, after that cutscene, try to exit the room, and then this short cutscene is going to play where this item appears on the wall, and then to get the item from the wall, we have to use the rusty pipe. So go ahead and use the rusty pipe to get the item from the wall, and then go ahead and pick it up, and then from there, we can exit the room. So pick the item up, and then we're going to exit the room on the left side. And then from there, we're going to head to the right, and it's going to play this little creepy cutscene. And then from there, we can walk to the right side of the game, or right side of the screen, and save our game, and then exit through the door on the left side there. And then we're going to head off to the left and through the door left of the fireplace. And then from here, we're going to head to the right and interact with this couch here. And that's going to move the couch and reveal a little puzzle. And then we can go ahead and interact with the puzzle. So skip the dialogue, interact with the puzzle. And then you have to like rotate these symbol pieces around. It's going to say you're missing a piece. So then we can exit and we actually have the other piece in our inventory. So go ahead and place the final piece of the puzzle that's in our inventory. And then we just have to spin the outer wheel like a compass. We want north to be at the top. So spin around until north is at the top. And then you can spin the middle wheel once, and then spin the inner wheel twice. It's actually very easy puzzle, so go ahead and solve that. And then from there, we can exit out of the room through the door on the left side. And then we can head to the right and interact with the fireplace, and that's going to spawn a monster. And basically all we have to do here is like just die pretty much. So you can just stand still, and eventually the monster is going to kill us. So just stand still and die. Alright, after that, we'll get an achievement for completing Chapter 1. And now we're in Chapter 2. We can go ahead and skip the dialogue and then head towards the right side of the screen. And then we're going to skip some more dialogue, and then interact with this board here. So skip the dialogue, then interact with the board right there, and then head off to the right. And you can go ahead and save your game here. And then we're going to head back to the left, and it's going to play a little cutscene. We can skip the dialogue and then keep heading off to the left side. And then some more dialogue, and skip the dialogue, and a phone is going to spawn in the middle of the room, a phone booth. So interact with that. And then again, skip the dialogue. And then from there, we can head to the left and talk to our parents and skip all of the dialogue. All right, and now we need to press A to open our eyes, and then from there, we're going to be in a new area, and we need to interact with the little saw bench to our left, and then close to the right there, we need to interact with the little broken fence, and then from there, we can head off to the right. Again, you can sprint with X, and we're going to interact with the door on the house, and then skip the dialogue, and then from there, we can continue off to the right to this little shed right about here. And then we can get the hammer from the workbench there in the shed. So go ahead and pick up the hammer. And then from there, we can head back to fix the fence on the left side of the screen. All right, so once we're on the left side of the screen, you want to interact with the little saw bench here. And we're going to cut a piece of the fence. So go ahead and do that. And then from there, we're going to use our inventory to get the plank. And we're going to place the plank on the broken fence right there. And then again, we're going to use our inventory to use the hammer and nails, and that's going to fix the fence. And I think you get an achievement. Yeah, you get an achievement for that. And then we can head back to the house, and then Reason's going to spawn, and we have to head over and talk to him. So go ahead and talk to Reason on the right side of the screen, and then skip all of the dialogue. All right, and then after talking to Reason, we can head back to the house and interact with the house, and then that's going to play a little cutscene. And then once the cutscene's over and we gain control of our character, we can go ahead and skip the dialogue and then save on the left side, and then we can head to the door next to the save portal. And then from there, we're going to head off to the right, and the game is going to make us talk to this character here. So go ahead and skip all of the dialogue. And then from there, we can head off to the right side of the screen and go into the room 24 and then talk to the old man on the left side of the screen, and he's going to give us a puzzle. So talk to him and eventually he'll give you the puzzle. And then once we have the puzzle, we can exit the room and then head back to the left side to the creepy old guy, and then we can give him the puzzle. And then from there, he's going to try to solve the puzzle, and since he's distracted, we can head into his room to the right here, room 22. So once you give him the puzzle, skip the dialogue, go ahead and head into room 22, right next to us there. And then we're going to interact with his safe and skip the dialogue, and then from there, we're going to hide in the closet, and that's going to play a cutscene. So just skip all the dialogue and wait for the cutscene to be over. All right, and after the creepy guy leaves the room, we can go ahead and exit the closet and then interact with his safe, and then we're going to get an achievement for that. So interact with his safe, and you're going to figure out that he was actually cheating at the card game, and you'll get an achievement for breaking his whatever the heck that thing was. You'll get an achievement for it, and then it's going to play a short cutscene. And then after the cutscene, we can go ahead and exit the room on the left side. It's a little dark, but I go ahead and exit the room right there at the door. So go ahead and exit the room. And then from there, we can go all the way to the right side of the screen and go into what I believe is room 26. And then from there, we can interact with the green portal. And then we're going to wake up as a little kid in our bedroom. And basically, all we have to do is go to the right side of the screen and interact with the door. And then we're going to go back to the left side of the screen and exhaust the dialogue from the monsters, I guess, that are in the darkness. So keep going left and right and exhausting the dialogue from the monsters. And then eventually, your mom's going to come in the room. And then from there, you can just skip the dialogue. All right, and after that cutscene, we can go to the left side of the room and exit the room. And then from there, we can head back to the left side and go talk to the old man. And by now, he's solved the puzzle, so he's going to give us the puzzle back. And then we can head back to the right side of the screen and enter room 24, I think. And then we're going to give the puzzle back to the old man here. So go ahead and give him the puzzle. And then once you do that, you can go ahead and exit the room, and then a cutscene is going to play, and we can just skip the dialogue. So again, give the old man the puzzle, and then exit the room. Alright, once we gain control of our character, after the cutscene, we can go ahead and skip the dialogue and then head to the right, and a short cutscene is going to play. And then from there, we can head into the film room. So go ahead and head in here, and then from there, we can run to the right side of the room and exit through the door on the right side. And then from there, we can head off to the left, and again, a short cutscene is going to play. And then from there, we can just run to the left side of the screen, and eventually there's like a big door here. So it's pretty dark, but there's a door there. Go ahead and exit through that door. And then on the left side, we can go ahead and save. And then from there, we can run to the right side of the screen, and then Reason's going to spawn behind us. And then we can go ahead and talk to him, and then skip all of the dialogue. All right, after talking to Reason, we can head to the right side and pick up the film reel that just fell down. So go ahead and pick that up, and then we can head back to the left side and head into the film room. And then we're going to interact with the little film bench here, and we're going to solve a short puzzle. So interact with it, and then we're going to solve a puzzle. We're going to place the chair in the third one, and then the clock in the first one, and then the bloody red thing in the final one, and then the rocket ship in the second and final one. And just like that was a very easy puzzle. And now we can go ahead and exit the room through the left door. And then we're going to head to the left side and go into the door right here. It kind of looks like a mirror, I'm not sure. So go ahead and exit through that door on the left side. And then from there, we can head to the right and place the film reel on this weird little machine thing here. And then that's going to make this guy appear at the bar. So we can go ahead and go over there and talk to him and skip all of the dialogue. Alright, after talking to the guy at the bar, we automatically pick up a bottle cap, and we can head back to the left side of the room and exit through the like mirror type door. I'm not sure how else to explain that. And then we can head to the left side of the screen and save again. And then from there, we can head off to the right and place the bottle cap in this little projector here. And then after placing the bottle cap, we can go ahead and place the film reel. And then that's going to spawn a door. And then we can go ahead and exit through that newly spawned door. All right, so after that cutscene, we're gonna be in a boat, and my game actually crashed here on my my third playthrough. So be careful. So here we're gonna get a missable achievement for catching 5 fish. So go ahead and continue off to the left side, and then eventually the dog's gonna bark, and it's gonna be like, "Oh, you want me to fish here or something?" And then we're gonna fish. So I believe you pull up the fishing rod by pressing like up on the D-pad or down. So again, just continue to the left side, and then eventually the dog's gonna bark right about here, and then we're going to fish. So I believe you press up on the D-pad, and then it's gonna give you like a short tutorial on how to fish. I'm sure you guys know how to fish. When the little bobber goes down in the water, you want to press A to catch the fish. So right here at this location, we want to catch 3 fish. So just keep fishing here until we catch 3, and then from there we can continue along to the left side. And again, it does take a little while to catch the 3 fish, but just be patient because this is for an achievement. So here we can catch 3, and then we'll catch 2 at the next location. All right, when you get to this house here, the dog is going to bark, and that means we need to fish again. And at this location, we only need to catch 2 fish. So go ahead and take out your fishing rod here, and then catch 2 more fish, and that should total you at 5, and you should get your achievement for catching the 5 fish. And that achievement is missable, guys, so make sure you get it. And then from there, after we catch the 5 fish, we can head back to the right side of the screen. And then we're going to head back to the left side. And eventually our girlfriend's going to call us on the phone. And that's the trigger. And then we can head back home. And then that'll be the end of this section. So after you catch the 5 fish, basically you're on a timer until your girlfriend calls you and she says it's getting dark and you need to head home. So just go ahead and I guess drive your boat around until she calls you, and then once she calls you, we can head back home to the house, and that'll be the end of this section. All right, and now that our girlfriend called us and she said it's getting dark, we can head back home to the house on the right side of the screen, and that'll be the end of this area. All right, and after that cutscene, we'll gain control of our character, and then from there, we can head to the right side of the screen, and we can go ahead and save, because again, this game doesn't have autosave, and if your game crashes like mine does, you'll have to start back at your last save. So again, head into the building, and then we're going to exit through the door inside of the building on the right side, and now we're outside, and then we're going to interact with this door here, and there's a puzzle on the door. Basically, you can copy exactly what I do. It's a very easy puzzle. All we're doing is moving the puzzle pieces to the red shape, basically. So grab that one, move it down. It's pretty easy. If I'm going too fast for you, you can feel free to slow the video down a little bit, but I try to take my time so you guys could easily follow along. And it's a very simple puzzle. Literally, all you're doing is moving the next shape into the red. And then it's going to say you're missing a piece, so we need to go find one more piece. So we can head off to the left side, and then it's going to play this cutscene here. And then after this cutscene, we can go to the right side and interact with that green ball. And then from there, that's going to play a cutscene. So go ahead and skip all of the dialogue in the cutscene, and then I'll pick up with the commentary after that. All right, after that cutscene, we can head back to the left side of the screen and enter back into the building. So go ahead and enter into the building, and then on the left side, there's going to be a safe with a little bow around it. We can go ahead and unlock it now and get the puzzle piece. We need to solve that puzzle outside. So go ahead, interact with the safe, get the puzzle piece, and then from there, we can exit through the door on the right side of the room. Well, actually, there's a monster outside, so we have to wait for him to pass. So after this monster passes, go ahead and exit through the door on the right side. And then from there, we're back outside, and we can head to the right side of the screen. And then we're going to place that puzzle piece on the door right here. And then that's going to solve the puzzle. And then from there, we can enter into the door. So go ahead and enter into this door here. And once inside, we're going to head to the left and enter into this door here. And then again, we're going to turn to the right and head into another door. And then from there, we're going to go to the left. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. And then pick up the light bulb here. And then from there, we can go ahead and exit the room after this creepy cutscene plays. So go ahead and exit. It's a little dark, but the door's there. And then from there, we can continue to the left side and through this door after that monster spawns. Again, this door looks almost like a mirror. I don't know how else to explain it. So go ahead and head through that door and then past those red doors. and pass the grandfather clock and then enter that door there. And then we're going to go to the left side, and I believe we're going to place the light bulb on that little lamp there. And then we're going to move the couch so we can head into that little hole in the wall. So move the couch and then head inside the hole. And then from there, we're going to head off to the right side of the screen, and we're going to solve a little puzzle, a picture puzzle. And basically all we're going to do is make an anchor. So I decided to move the bottom left ones first, just like that. And again, it's an anchor. It's a very easy puzzle to solve. So go ahead and move the pieces around and shape an anchor. So just like that. Again, it's very easy. And then I forget to move the middle one there, so I finally moved the middle one, and that puzzle is solved just like that. Very easy. And then from there, we're going to pick up a item. The game's automatically going to pick it up, and then I believe we're going to get jump scared. Yep, there's a monster there. He doesn't actually kill you, so all we have to do is wait for him to leave, and then we can head through. So once that guy leaves, we can exit back out the hole. And then we're going to pick up the light bulb there, because we're going to need it later. So pick up the bulb and then go ahead and exit the room. Alright, after exiting the room, we can head to the right side to save our game just in case. And then from there, we're going to head to the grandfather clock on the left side, and we're going to place the pendulum on the clock. And then from there, I believe that's going to spawn a door. Yeah, walk to the left side, and then the clock's going to ring, and that's going to make a door appear. And then from there, after the cutscene, we can go ahead and go into that newly formed door. So head to the right side and head inside the new door. And then from there, we're going to place the light bulb on the little lamp there again. And then we're going to pick up the fuse on the right side of the screen, just like that. And then go ahead and pick up the bulb and then exit the room. Haha, just kidding. Now we have to talk to this guy. A little jump scare there. Not really scary, but I thought I'd try to get you guys. So go ahead and talk to this guy. And then after that, we can go ahead and exit the room. Alright, after exiting the room, we can head to the left side, and this is going to make a monster spawn, and I believe we're going to go ahead and die to him so we can get the missable achievement for dying. So go ahead and walk to the right side of the screen, and then we're going to die, and that's going to get us an achievement. So from there, we can head to the right side here and continue. So make sure you can continue, and then from there, we're going to get an achievement, and then after that, we can save our game just in case, again, to be sure. And then we're going to head back to the left side of the screen, and the monster is going to spawn again. And then from there, we have to hide from the monster in the closet on the left side, right next to the grandfather clock. So go ahead and hide in the closet there and wait for the monster to pass. Alright, after the monster's gone, we can go ahead and exit the closet and then head to the left side through that door there. And then from there, we're going to turn to the left and go up these stairs here. Then I believe we're going to take a left. Yep, we're going to take a left and then place the light bulb here. And then from there, we're going to place the fuse in this little fuse box right here. And then that's going to bring the stairs to the attic down. But before we go up the attic, we're going to pick up the light bulb. So pick up the light bulb, and then you can head up the attic stairs there. And then from here, there's going to be a green ball, and we can go ahead and interact with that for a cutscene, I believe. Alright, now we're playing as our younger self. We're going to run to the right side of the room and try to exit the door. And then our mom's going to tell us that we need to pack our things. So we're going to pick up this teddy bear here and then place the teddy bear inside of the box right here. And then after that, we're going to head to the left side and pick up Mr. Snooty, the elephant. And then we're going to try to place Mr. Snooty in the box, but he says he doesn't want to be in the box. So instead, we're going to put him in the tent to the left side here. So go ahead and place the elephant in the tent, and then from there, we're done with this part, and we can exit the door on the right side. And then from here, we can head back downstairs to the right side. So go ahead and exit, and then now we're back downstairs, and we can go through the door here. And then from there, we're going to head to the left into the bathroom, I believe. Yep, into the bathroom. And then from there, we're going to move the couch right here. And then that's going to reveal the tent with the elephant inside. So go ahead and pick up Mr. Snooty, the elephant. And then from there, after picking up the elephant, we can go ahead and exit the bathroom. And then we're going to head back upstairs right here. So head upstairs. And then from there, I believe we're going to go to the right and head outside. So head to the right and skip this dialogue here. And then a short cutscene is going to play. And then just continue along to the right side and head out through these double doors here. And then from there, continue along to the right side. And then we're going to place the elephant right here on this little like statue thing. And then that's going to open up a door. Alright, so now we're going to head down, and right here you want to be careful because there's a missable achievement. You want to head to the left side of the screen here, into the darkness. And then on the other side, we're going to be able to place the light bulb. And then that's going to bring up a little Easter egg of the dancing bosses. And you should get an achievement. So that's your achievement there. And then you want to pick up the light bulb here. I try to leave without picking up the bulb. So go ahead and pick up the bulb, and then you can leave and head off to the right side, and then we can save our game. So head back to the right through the darkness, and then we can go ahead and save our game. Alright, after saving, we can head off to the right side. Sorry for the pause here. I actually paused my gameplay. And so continue off to the right side, and then we're going to sit at the calf, and then that's going to play a short cutscene, and we can skip the dialogue. Alright, and after that cutscene, we're going to be talking to our buddy Charlie, and you'll get an achievement. And now we have to run to the right side, and we're going to get a beer at the keg or barrel, whatever this is. So wait for Charlie to come over, and then we're going to have a beer, and then we're going to talk for a while. So go ahead and skip the dialogue. Alright, after all of that talking, your friend Charlie is going to walk off the screen to the left side, so we can go ahead and follow him all the way to the left side, and then eventually he's going to walk off the screen. Here I interacted with the dog. You don't actually have to do that, but I couldn't help myself. So once Charlie walks off the left side of the screen here, we can go to the right, and then Reason's going to spawn, the old man. So there he spawns, and then we have to go over there and talk to him. So head off to the right and talk to Reason in front of the fire. And then from there, you can skip all of the dialogue. Alright, after talking to Reason, we can go to the left side, and Charlie's going to come back, and he's going to give us a letter. And there's going to be some dialogue, so go ahead and skip the dialogue. And then after talking to Charlie, we can head to the left side again. And then we're going to talk to another person, so some more dialogue. Head to the left side, and then talk to this lady. And then I think we're going to get a cutscene, so talk to her. Alright, now we're going to regain control of our character, and we're going to head off to the right side and go ahead and save our game. And then after saving, we're going to continue to the right and move this couch that's blocking this doorway here with the hole in the door, like a Here's Johnny reference or something. And then from there, we can head inside the door. And then after that, we're going to interact with the TV and solve a puzzle. Alright, so we're going to turn the top puzzle piece once, and then we're going to make it smaller by pressing the down arrow once. And then for the second one, we're going to spin it twice and then make it bigger twice, I believe. It's actually a very easy puzzle. So basically all we were doing there was making a rose. So that's a very easy puzzle. Go ahead and solve it and then skip the dialogue. And then again, we can exit through the door. It's kind of dark, but there is a door there. So go ahead and exit. And then from there, you'll see we've made progress to unlocking that door. There, I accidentally went back into the room. You're not supposed to do that, my bad. So go ahead and enter through the double doors there next to the portal. And then from there, we're going to head off to the right side of the screen. And there's going to be this wheelchair. And we're going to interact with the wheelchair to get a part. So after the cutscene, go ahead and interact with the wheelchair. And that's going to give us a part to something. And then we're going to skip a few puzzles and head off to the right side of the screen and interact with this keypad. The code to the keypad, I believe, is 649. So 649. And then we're going to go ahead and head inside the room. And then from there, we're going to head off to the right and interact with this machine here. And we're going to click A on reception to light it up. So now the reception door is unlocked. And then from there, we can exit the room after that short little dialogue scene. And then we're going to head back to the left side of the screen. And I believe there's a monster that's going to spawn. So yeah, there's going to be a monster, and we have to hide in the closet to our right. So go ahead and hide from the monster. And after the monster passes, we can go ahead and exit the closet and head down the hall to the left side. And then we're going to exit through the double doors, I believe. It's kind of hard to see on my screen. So exit through the double doors. And then a new door is going to appear on the left side, the reception door. You can go ahead and save your game here, again, just in case your game crashes. So head off to the left side and into the reception room. And then from there, we're going to solve a quick puzzle. So start this generator by putting the first little line in the first one, and then the last three are going to be in the final. So it's 1 4 4 4, very easy puzzle. And then pull the little lever on the right side, And then from there, we can pick up the syringe from this little medical box. And then we can exit through the little window right there or whatever it is. I was confused. I was like, where's the door? Running off to the right side. But the door is like that little window, that broken window right there. So go ahead and exit the room. And then from there, we can head off to the right side. And again, you can save if you want. I didn't save there. I went into the double doors next to the portal. And then from there, you should get an achievement here for finding that usher. He's like just a guy. That's a secret achievement. The way I did the puzzle made this guy spawn. It's actually a missable achievement. So your achievement's supposed to unlock there. Mine actually did, but for some reason it unlocked off screen. So right there you can see the achievement. I can't see what the achievement's name is because my preview screen of the recording is so small, but that should be your achievement right there. For some reason mine popped off screen. Anyway, continue along down the hallway and then through this door right here. And then from there, we can inject this guy's little bag with the syringe that we picked up. And then that's going to play a short cutscene. All right, and after that cutscene, we can go ahead and exit through the door on the left side. And then from there, we can go to the door that the usher was blocking. So right here, a little jump scare with the dancing bosses. And then go ahead and enter the door right here that was previously blocked by the usher. And then from there, we're going to solve a puzzle on the TV. All right, so here we're going to make an elephant. We're going to move the top one twice and then make it smaller twice. And then from there, we're going to move the bottom one, I think, 3 times. Yep, 3 times, and then make it bigger twice, I believe. No, make it bigger 3 times. So basically all we were doing there was making an elephant. So that one's really easy. You're going to see me struggle on the next one. So just skip the dialogue, and then there's going to be a short cutscene. So I'll let that cutscene play out. And then after that little cutscene, we can exit through the door on the left side. It's kind of dark, but there is a door there, so go ahead and exit through the door on the left side. And then from there, we can continue down the hall to the far right side, and we're going to go back into the room with the little keypad lock there. So head into the room on the far right side, and then interact with this little machine there. And then we're going to change it to basement. So change it to basement. It was originally set on reception. We want it set to basement, and then from there exit the room and head back down the hallway all the way to the left until we get to the double doors here. And then from there we can exit through the double doors, and it's going to play a short cutscene. And after that, you can go ahead and save your game if you want to, but I don't think I do. And then this door is going to appear here on the right side. Oh, I do save my game, so go ahead and save your game and then head to the right side down into the basement door. And then I believe we're going to solve a puzzle here on the left side here. Sorry for the pause. Yep, we're going to solve a puzzle on the left side here. I struggle on this puzzle so bad for some reason. It's my 3rd playthrough. So basically, we need to spin the top one around, I believe, 3 times. And what we're doing is we're making 2 hands like holding each other. For some reason, my 3rd playthrough, I struggled on this one so hard. So it's really easy. Just spin the 2 hands around. The bottom one you spin around twice. The top one, I think I said you spin around 3 times. And then now we have to make them just change their sizes until it looks like they're holding perfectly. I struggled for some reason. I don't know why. You guys can laugh at me. It's super easy to solve. So sorry I can't explain it properly because I clearly choke here and I'm making it bigger and smaller, but it's a really easy puzzle. Again, sorry for choking it, but go ahead and solve that one by just turning the hands around, making them hold each other, and then you got to get it to the right size. So eventually, after fiddling with it forever and just failing terribly, eventually I solve it. So sorry again, guys. Look at me, I'm still trying to solve it. There, I finally solved it, so sorry about that. And then after that, little cutscene's gonna play, and then we can go ahead and exit the room. So we're in a dark screener now. We can actually move to the right side, I believe. Yep, you can move to the right. So in that dark area, you have to move to the right, and then we exit through the door there. And then from there, the door is gonna unlock, and then we can head to the left here. And then a monster is going to spawn, so we have to head to the left side and hide in the closet. So run to the left side and hide in the closet right here. It's kind of dark, but there is a closet there. So go ahead and hide from the monster. Alright, after the monster's gone, we can go ahead and exit the closet and save our game. And then from there, I accidentally go through the wrong door. Don't go through that door. I quickly realize and I go back. So we want to go through the door that's on the left side of the portal. So again, apologies for that, guys. Go through the door that's on the left side of the save portal. Or whatever it is. Save portal, save ball. I'm not sure what it is. So go ahead and exit to the left side of the door. And then that's going to play a cutscene, I believe. Yep. So go ahead and skip the dialogue. Alright, and then after that long cutscene, we'll gain control of our character and also get an achievement, and we can head to the right and save our game, and then continue heading on to the right, and I believe this little cutscene is going to happen, so you can go ahead and skip the dialogue, and then continue to the right again. So continue to the right again, and then we're going to get another long cutscene with a bunch of dialogue, so go ahead and skip through the dialogue. Alright, and then after all of that dialogue, we can head back to the left side. And again, we're going to get another short little dialogue cutscene, so skip that. And then continue heading off to the left side. And again, you can save there, but I don't. And then we're going to sit down at the table and have another dialogue scene with our parents here. So go ahead and skip all of this dialogue. Alright, now we're playing as our younger self again, so we're going to head to the left side and interact with the oven here. And then from there, we're going to interact with the doorway on the left side. And then after that, we can head back to the right side and interact with the clock. So head to the right side here and interact with the grandfather clock right there. And then from there, we can head back to the left side and there's going to be a knock at the door. And then after that, we can interact with the door. So interact with the door, and then he's going to say, oh, I shouldn't open the door for strangers. Go back to the left side, and then you're going to see a cop in the window. And then from there, we can go ahead and open up the door and let the dialogue play out. All right, after the cop gives us the elephant, you want to be careful here. We have to sprint to the left side of the screen. So right about here, you want to sprint to the left side of the screen. Just hold your stick to the left side. And again, you sprint with X. You want to be careful here because there's a big elephant chasing us and you can die. So just keep sprinting off to the left side of the screen and then eventually you'll be safe. Alright, here you want to head over to the left side of the screen, and that's going to activate the cutscene. And then after the cutscene, I believe Reason's going to come out on the left side, and then we can talk to him. Yep, here he comes. So now we need to talk to Reason, and then from there, we can just skip all of the dialogue. Alright, so here all you have to do is head off to the right a bit and then interact with the graves there. So here we're nearing the end of the game, so I want to thank you guys for watching, and again, leave a like on the video if it was helpful, and please consider subscribing as I have a very small channel, and I'm going to be covering all of the upcoming Ratalaika games that release, and I'm going to be doing guides for a lot of different games. So if you're an achievement hunter and you're into guides just like this, then be sure to subscribe as I'm going to be making a ton more guides. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys, and again, thank you guys for watching. I worked really hard on this video. My voice hurts so bad. I've been just going at it, recording. So here we have to continue heading to the right side, and then we're going to interact with ourself. We're going to see two of us, so head over to the right side. And then eventually you're going to see yourself, and I guess you can interact with yourself here, and that's going to be the end of the game. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.